Mind Gap Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to Mind Gap Podcast. I'm Doug.
I'm Justin. I'm wearing a pink sweater. And Doug, tell me a story.
Oh, interesting. I'm wearing an orange shirt with a purple and green background, and Father Heath right over there. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Father Heath.
Father Heath. He's always down there watching over me. Mr. Ledger.
Got it. From this camera angle, I cannot see.
Oh, that's right. You can't.
Little inside baseball for the audience here.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them our secrets.
Okay.
Don't show them what's inside baseball.
Heath
Ledger.
That's it. That's all you're gonna get.
A wonderful thing that I'm bad at hanging things up, and I've just never hung him up. But he's always right there in view, and that makes me happy.
I've got two new photos sitting on the floor here that I haven't hung up either. So
Jill and I realized like we have one thing hanging up on our walls. It's like a picture of Old Main from Augustana. And it's right over one specific spot of our we just don't have shit hanging up on our walls. We just don't do it.
Fantastic.
Just haven't gotten around to it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then one of our hallways, we have a bunch of Natalie's, shit that she's drawn is taped to the wall. And that's about it. So
that's how that's the Kirksville way of hanging shit in your wall.
Oh,
you got some Scotch tape?
No, sir. You go to the Cochran household. You will find nothing but fucking photos of Dave and I on the goddamn walls, framed. And then, for a while there, it almost looked like a goddamn shrine to Jill and I. It was terrifying. That was on the family room wall. It was horrifying.
Do you think that's how your mom was trying to get a grandchild? Do you think she was praying to that, lighting incense? I don't
think, honestly, I really don't think they never gave me the vibe.
Booties or anything?
They never gave me the vibe of we want our. I don't think they wanted to have kids. To be honest with you, I don't think they wanted to have
really.
Based on how they treated us, I don't think they wanted to have kids. I think we were
fair. Or maybe they wanted to, and then they were like, "Oh, we made a mistake."
I think my mom particularly did it because society, said
sure.
If you don't do this, then you're a dusty old hag, and nobody will ever want you, and there's something wrong with you. Someone who was born in the mid to late 40s, and grew up, in her formative years in the 50s, I think that was probably ingrained in her that your job is to pump out kids. And,
that tracks.
For her time, she did it a little bit later in life. And then I think it got to the point where she was just basically like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And so to answer your question, no, I don't think they were dying. The first thing I've told you this, when I said, hey, Dad, Jill's pregnant, he goes, don't ask me for any advice about being a dad. And I was like, no shit.
That he said.
Yeah. I was like, no shit. You think you're the first person I'm going to go to for parental advice? Go fuck yourself.
I'd sooner go to Justin than you.
I was like, I have the internet, sir. And that's full of psychos. I'd rather go there than talk to you about how to raise a child. Get the fuck out of here.
Not even congrats or, oh my God, how exciting. Just
literally the first thing out of his mouth was there was a pregnant pause, and then he goes,
pun intended.
Don't ask me for advice. And I was like, you fucking nailed it. You fucking nailed it. John Cochran, fucking
perfect.
In the moment, nailing it.
Take a bow, sir. Take a bow.
You're like, and I just remember being so fucking just caught off guard and upset and disappointed. I was like, wow, in that moment, it was like the first, the door really opened. We're like, this guy's kind of a piece of shit. You're a bad dad, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Don't ask me for advice. What a way to fuck you.
Yeah. You know what? I won't.
So to answer your question, no, they were never like, we want our grandchild now. They never put that. They were never in my mind at all of them just being like, gee, I sure wish I could have a grandchild. No, I never got that vibe from them. And obviously they don't care now. So,
it's been made abundantly clear.
Yeah.
Abundantly clear.
We're in year 3 of no contact, no communication.
Was this time of year, wasn't it?
Not by my choice.
Was this time of year, wasn't it?
It was. It was just before December of 2022. It was heading into December because we were going to go visit them for the holidays. And then
So we just had your anniversary
lost her
then.
fucking mind. That's right. We did 3 years, baby.
Nice.
3 years is what?
And going
Pearl
strong.
necklace?
I think that's right. I think that's accurate.
I'm pretty sure that's
or
what
an
your
upper
says.
decker, but that would require you
something like that.
So.
Or a rusty trombone. I can't remember.
Or with the pictures that they had of you guys all over the house and frames and everything, were they like the really shitty Sears portraits? Like the ones that you would
They were
go...
not, actually.
Okay.
There was a local photographer we would go to every year, and we'd go out into the woods, and my mom would be like, I'll see you in an hour. And
I don't know if this is
would...
a bit or not. Like, I genuinely don't. I can see it being real, and I can also see this being bullshit.
You're like, I think Doug's about to relive some trauma here.
I'll see you in an hour.
Hide
She
and
always
seek,
walked away with a wad of cash. I like the photographer paid her, which was weird.
It was strange. He was like, if I can snap a picture of you, you lose, and then there's a punishment, Yeah. No, we would go out to like he owned some land, and we would like get some like, rustic photos, classic like country bumpkin sort of shit. Like, here's an old wooden fence. You get some photos in front of that. Here's a dock, go sit on the dock.
Just Doug and Dave just wearing some overalls with nothing else.
That's
classic
right.
rustic pictures.
With the butt flap wide open, all that sort of stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, so we did that every year for like my entire life. We would go out and get photos.
It's wild.
And just like, and then she would have them, and she would get them framed, and some of them would be fucking huge, and some of them would be whatever, like sets of 3 in one frame and whatever. So yeah. And
Did
so
she ever
it
have
got to the point where like, what's that?
Did she ever have the wallet ones?
Yeah.
The wallet size ones where she had like
she got like a whole package of them and stuff like that. And it got to the point where when Joe and I go back, it was really uncomfortable for us to look at that, because I was also like, hey, where's Dave's? Where are Dave's photos? Like, I know they exist because they were here, but I don't see them predominantly displayed anywhere in the main areas of the house. Are they off in some of the hidden bedrooms? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's very strange. So yeah, we don't have anything hanging on our walls.
That's fair. That's fair. Did you, let me ask, honest
I love
question.
you, bro.
Did you ever, because some things that, maybe we grow up and we look back and go, that was fucking weird. But you might not initially have that. Like sometimes like we grow up and it's just ingrained, oh, this is what we do. And then you stop and look back at it and go, why am I still doing this? Did you ever like look at Jill and be like, oh, like we should take a portrait or something like that? Did that ever carry forward for you?
I think right after we got engaged, we went back and my mom was like paid for photos, but I go, hey, by the way, this is not going in an engagement announcement. I need to be very clear. Like, we're not doing this for that. This is not going in the paper because I don't care and no one else gives a shit. So we're not doing that. So we had some of that stuff. We're like, maybe we'll hang that up at some point. I don't know. We just like, whatever. It's just, I think part of it also stems from spending 13 years in the city. And, basically from the year I was 18 years old until I moved out here, I was like, this is not my permanent residence, So I was
That's
like,
fair, yeah.
We're not painting walls. We're not putting holes in the walls. Like, we're not hanging, because this is temporary. Like, even for places that we stayed in, I think one place we stayed in for like 5 or 6 years, but we did it a year at a time. We never had the intention of staying there for a 5-6 year stretch. So it's just like, we're not going to do anything to decorate too heavily because we will be moving out of here. So I think that's kind of stuck with me, where I'm like, we obviously repainted in here and did some things, but I'm also like, whatever. I'm used to not having shit on the walls. And also, what am I going to put on the walls? My posters of Bane.
Yes. Heath, Bane. Yes.
And Heath, So, yeah. Anyway, so that's not the story you asked for, but you got that. My story is last week, I went to the dentist for the first time in a bare minimum of 8 years. And finally went back.
How'd it go?
Here's what I'll say. I was like, I remember Natalie being like, hey, Dad, I want to go with you to the dentist. I was like, no, why? Why would you want to? She goes, to support you. I'm like, you're adorable. But also, I was like, you don't need to hear what's going to happen or what I'm like. You don't need to hear them read me the right act on this shit.
Dad's going to get a dressing down. Yeah.
And I went in there and they were so nice, like so cool. No judgment whatsoever. They're like, hey, never been there before. And I wouldn't even know where to get my records from. I was like, I don't even know the last place I went to.
We got to start
somewhere in the city.
We got to start fresh, guys.
It's gonna start fresh, and they're just like, so they're asking me questions. They go, hey, I'm gonna level with you. It's been at least 8 years, and that's probably being pretty conservative.
Yeah.
I was like, we moved out here in 2018. I go, then the pandemic happened, and since we moved out here, I have not been to a dentist. So that's at least 7 going on 8 years. And I go, and I don't remember the last time I went to them in the city. So yeah, it's not looking good. So they checked my teeth, and Justin, no fucking cavities.
That's incredible.
No
that is
cavities.
That's fantastic.
And I tell you what, did I come back and try to use it as a lesson to teach Natalie? You're fucking right, I did. I go, hey, Natalie, I haven't been there in at least 8 years. And guess what? No cavities. I go, do you know why? Because I floss my teeth twice a day and I brush my teeth twice a day. I go, I have tartar buildup, which is a big deal. And they had to basically be like, hey, man, we're going to numb half of your mouth because we really got to get in there to get this taken care of. They're like, we're going to do half and then come back and do the other half. But they basically were like, nah, you're good, man.
That's
like,
that's first off,
fine.
it's incredible. Second off, having so much tartar that you have to have them numb you because they just pull out like a giant sickle-esque fish hook, and they're like, all right, we really gotta dig in there now. That sucks. But
yeah,
I had the similar thing when when we lived in Chicago. Still, it had been probably, I'm gonna say roughly the same, like 10 plus years since I had been to the dentist. Finally, I was like, I'm paying for this insurance. I should probably just fucking go do it. And there's so much whole body health that's connected to oral health. Like this, like it can affect so much other shit. And so I was like, I need to get in there. And I was lucky too. I didn't have any cavities. A bunch of, other stuff was going on. But, it's one of those things you don't want to roll the dice with. Since Beth and I moved to GR, we've still been searching for. One of the hard things up here is that no one takes our insurance. It's the weirdest thing. Like I'm having a hard time finding a dentist that takes our insurance. But I could probably I could look harder. I could widen the search radius and everything. I need to get back there because I'm playing with fire. I can already feel my teeth getting very sensitive to cold things. So I know that's not good.
I had that with one of my back teeth, and she was just like, oh yeah, you just have some receding gums. It's fine. Like it's just basically like, your roots getting more exposed. And she goes, over time, you'll get used to it. I'm like, oh, I thought for sure I had a fucking cavity back there.
Yeah. I did have one dentist one time. I have receding gums pretty bad from what he said. And he goes, it was like, so anything I can do? He goes, honestly, just don't get hit in the mouth. I was like, wait.
That kind of seems just general, tooth hygiene is don't get hit in the mouth,
Right. But he goes, yeah, your gums in certain parts are low enough to where that could just knock a tooth out. Like without really trying. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Well, that's not good.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah.
Well, my UFC, time is over, sir.
I was so looking forward to getting back in the ring, and now I'm bummed out.
Yeah. So this is just your announcement. If there's anything you've been putting off medical wise, go fucking do it, man. Like it's you don't realize when my dad was having heart issues and stuff like that, they were like, when was the last time you went to the dentist? I'm like, that seems like a weird question to ask. They're like, no, because like bacteria and shit, can get into your gums, it's getting your bloodstream, and that can fuck with you. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, good to know. Because they were asking me too, like, how's your blood pressure and stuff while I was at the dentist. And again, for the brief moment, I was like, huh? That's a weird thing to ask. But I'm like, oh, right. Yeah, this is all connected.
It's all connected. That's what caught my dad's the prostate cancer thing. Was that he went to the dentist and he was like, your blood pressure is
you got a bad dentist if they caught it. His prostate stuff at the dentist.
I could have phrased it differently. I realize that now.
Dude, he was at the dentist. This guy's just sticking his thumb up his ass. And he's like, hey, man, I think you got a problem.
Can you feel this in your mouth? I'm looking for your uvula.
You know what? Why don't you get in there and take your pants off? I think we gotta get in there and do a root canal.
Right, yeah. Here's the thing. The root canal is going to hurt way less once I penetrate you. So just hang out.
Here's the thing. This tooth, the roots go all the way down to your anus. So I gotta like push him up from here, so.
I'm sorry. You disagree? Who's the doctor here? Please take your pants.
I'm sorry. Do you have a dentist degree?
Do you have a DDS? Yeah. But no, his blood pressure was through the absolute roof. And they were like, yo, we're not, because they were going to have to give him anesthetics. And they're like, there's not a chance in hell we're doing that. You are
like, you're going to die and we're going to be responsible.
You're going to leave here right now and you're going to go to your primary. And he's like, I don't have a primary. And they're like, you're going to get a primary and go there immediately because that, or we're going to call an ambulance and have them take you away. And that led, one thing led to another. And so dentists, man, they save lives. They're the real superheroes. That's what this is.
Hey, man, it's all part of the plan.
Yeah.
You know?
It's all part of the plan.
Yeah.
I jumped back in to center for the first time in like 3 weeks, and I was mid program. I was on week 8, and I'd stopped for like 3 weeks, and I was like, oh, cool. Now, if no one's ever done a program before, usually you build into the program. You start like a little lighter, less reps, then you build up, and towards the end of the 14-week program, it gets pretty intense towards the end. I was in week 8, and I was like, okay, well, Thanksgiving hit, and then this hit, and then, I had Kristen Sam in town. Life happened, and so I took like 3 weeks off, and I was like, all right, time to jump back into week 8. Doug, I'm surprised that I'm up in my office right now. I could barely climb. It was leg day, and holy shit, I was not prepared for this.
Wow. You playing with fire there, buddy.
I am. Yes. I was like, I'll be fine. I was like, I'm probably
playing with fire.
It's incredible how quickly you can lose the conditioning that you've built up.
Oh yeah.
It's incredible how quick.
Yeah, so it's pretty wild.
Yeah, that was my day today. It was just walking around the house going, I hate life. I hate it.
Yeah, it's usually after every one of those like those programs are like, take a week off, don't lift anything, like deload, like give your body a chance to rest. And I feel like it's also part of a scam because then you're like, all right, I'm ready for the next thing. It's like, are you? Because here you go. And you're like,
oh no.
Like, I just did that. I took like all last week was just me walking. I didn't do any lifting. And so I was getting back into it today. Honestly, I did feel refreshed heading back into the gym. And
I felt fantastic. Like I'm happy. I was happy to be back in there, but it was like, I was like, maybe I should have dipped back into like week 2. I don't know.
Yeah. At that point, like if I'm mid, I'm like, I'm just gonna start over.
Are you? Yeah.
I was like, nah, that's fine. I don't need to finish this at this point. Yeah, crazy.
Well, that's the thing. You and I have already done pretty much all the programs. So this is just, so we have the if you've never done a program, we'll let you move. But like this, I could jump into week 14 if I wanted to. There's no reason for me to have to do this in order. I'm like Drew in that sense, where he's like, he's like, I got to catch up to your, I'm on like, I don't know, he hasn't listened in a while. So I'm like, you could just start listening again. He's like, nope, I got to listen in order. I'm like, for us, it's not, that doesn't make sense at all.
We make references to some things, but it's not that important.
It's loose. We're not Stephen King over here.
Yeah, it's loose, baby.
It's
just
loose.
Like your dad's butthole after going to the dentist. You know what I'm saying? Up top.
It's just like it's loose, like when you go to the dentist.
I don't think you're going to a dentist.
Well, I don't know what you mean. He's got some property in the countryside, and he takes me out there.
He's got nice teeth. He's a dentist.
He's got nice teeth, and he takes pictures of me in overalls. Is that not?
He always just says, come in, make yourself comfortable, take your pants off. You know?
I don't know. I don't know what dentist you went to growing up, but that's what mine looked like.
Yeah. You get pictures of yourself on a dock just wearing overalls? I don't think so. Fuck you, Dad. All right. Well, let's hop into our main topic for the week, which is worst fictional inventions we thought were cool as kids. It's kind of like built on from last week when we were talking about these different things that if people were given them, they would immediately abuse them. It would go terribly wrong. This is kind of in the similar vein of growing up, all the different toys or things or things you saw in movies and TV shows or read in books. You're like, man, that'd be so fucking cool. And there's a defining moment. I can't tell you exactly when it was, but there were definitely times where I hit a point in my life where I was looking back and being like, man, a lightsaber would be a really bad idea. Like you just sort of like, it loses its sort of like, well, that's a cool fucking laser sword. And you're like, I think a lot of people would be dead, like that seems like a horrible thing. And they gave them to kids. And you start going down this rabbit hole of like, boy, it sure would be bad if we had those.
It sounds like that was the era when Practical Doug was being birthed.
Practical Doug was also going through puberty at that time.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, coming into his own.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a second there. Because a lot of things like, you see things as a kid and you're like, whoa, that's powerful. Because kids don't have power typically, right? So Which is why if you give kids power, they turn into villains almost immediately. Because they don't know. They're basically just tiny humans. And we see that with adults. You give them some power and look what they do with it. You know, they fucking
absolute
ruin it
power
for
corrupts
everybody.
absolutely.
Exactly. I believe that now more so than ever. But with kids, they think of like, oh, if I'm powerful, then I'm safe. You know, it's safe because I'm powerful.
Yep.
Or look how flashy this thing is. It's flashy, so it's got to be useful. You know, it's got to make sense. Or, hey, it worked on screen. It's on this cool show, and these people are cool. That's my hero doing this thing, so I could probably have it. Then as an adult, you're like, wait a minute. That Batmobile, how do you maintain that? Like, what's the maintenance that goes into having that thing? Because, like, he's shooting all these things. I'm like, you got to replace those, right? Like, what kind of gasoline does that thing use? Right? Like, he does the jet power or whatever. Like,
that's that E85
there's a lot that goes into that.
Premium gasoline shit.
That's probably, I'm assuming that's probably diesel, maybe? Like, that's probably
no, because with diesel,
engine?
you got to let it warm up for way too long. He doesn't have time to be like remote starting that thing and just letting it warm up. It's like 15 minutes?
Right.
Okay, I can get in now.
Yeah. This probably doesn't matter for much for him, but it's like liability. I mean, is it insured?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe. I would assume it's to some degree. You know, it's like, hey, Batman seems like a cool guy. Does he sleep? Because he does most of his shit at night. So, like, when's he sleeping?
That's always been I was like, when you never see him eat or sleep. What is his? Because
not true, Justin. We do see him eat. He eats his pishy swa, and he doesn't realize that it's supposed to be cold.
I hate you.
Yeah.
You know what he drinks?
Remember that? Yeah.
What does he drink, Doug?
Cat piss. Straight from Catwoman.
I was gonna say, is this like a kink thing? Okay, it's really. It's intense. I didn't know they were into that. But hey, man, to each their own. I'm not gonna.
He drinks a refreshing Pepsi. From McDonald's. Actually, they have their Coke products. My bad. You know. If you're live in the late 80s, you remember the campaign they did with marketing campaign they did tie-in with McDonald's, which is huge.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
You remember that?
Yes, absolutely. I remember
that
when the
Dick Tracy.
It was Dick Tracy, that and what was the oh crap, there was the Rocketeer, I think they did one too.
Oh yeah, Rocketeer.
Yeah.
Boy, forgettable film that was.
Oh, that was
anyway.
We're gonna get to the Rocketeer because that was a formidable movie in my childhood.
that is 100. I learned early on after watching that. I'm like, that seems like a bad idea.
Oh,
you probably should not have.
I wanted it so bad.
It makes you realize why Iron Man has the ability to use his hands to stabilize himself. All right, so let's just get into this. So talking about vehicles that would probably immediately kill you.
Yeah,
hoverboards from Back to the Future.
Without
Seems
a doubt,
a really bad idea.
Without a doubt.
I mean, because it doesn't hover that far off the ground. Because you gotta ask yourself, how is it different from a skateboard? It's probably like what, 2 feet, maybe, off the ground. I don't know how high up it goes, honestly. Like
the hoverboard. Yeah. Well, you saw him. Well, I think the thing with what would happen in real life is, well, you saw him stall out over water, right? So I feel like in real life, what would happen is there would be cliffs, ravines, there would be steep drop offs, there would be someone would take like there would be way more. Also tricks. If you're coming down off a like a ramp, or you know how people will they'll come down off like a small garage roof and try to do like a jump with a skateboard. Does that have any, like, what's the resistance level like? Because with the skateboard, you hit on its wheels. With the hoverboard, I mean, does it resist the same as wheels, or is it just, are you going to bottom out?
I imagine if you do that, you're probably going to break your hoverboard.
That's what I'm saying.
You're probably going to break your hoverboard because you're going to go woof. But we're talking about going off ravines and stuff like that. I'm like, people don't do that on skateboards, right?
But there's going to be, but if you're hovering, there's always going to be that thing of like, I wonder if I can do this trick, right? Because we're hovering.
I'm sure people thought the same thing.
No, because the skateboards
You're making a good point. People, you make a good point because people had fucking cruise control, and people are like, "Cool, this is autopilot," and they step away from the cars and drive out.
Like it would lead to so many people being like, "Hi, I'm so and so. Welcome to Jackass," and just doing. I'm
on the hoverboard.
Stunts. Yeah,
I honestly don't see the appeal of it personally. I don't see the appeal of a hoverboard.
Well, also, when you ride a skateboard, there's ways to brake. There's ways to, and I don't think you can. Mm-hmm. I mean, we saw him like kick it up and use the hovering thing to push back on a wall or something. Like, I just don't think it's got the same kind of control that a skateboard does. I just refuse to believe it. You're asking for accidents.
For sure. Of course, absolutely. That seems incredibly dangerous. I wouldn't even ride a skateboard, let alone a hoverboard. So I'm not built for that. I'm built for falling. So, I mean, this goes without saying. I mean, we brought this up. So the light cycles from Tron, that's just a fucking, no
They
way.
look so much fun. So much
They
fun.
look fucking badass.
Right.
But like, yeah.
But as soon as they start leaving the trail behind them, forget about it.
Whenever I have to play games that involve something like that, I inevitably die because I don't think that far ahead.
Right.
And then I'm like, I fucked myself. Pummel Party has where you're on a hover bike that leaves a trail. And,
okay, there you go. Right.
And the more people there are, the shorter. But as it starts getting thinner down to a number of players that are still alive, your trails get longer. And also there's a train that comes through the middle of the map at some point in time. If you're not careful, you get smashed by the train. But inevitably I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to watch the other person. And I'm like, I fucked myself. And I die.
Well, it's the same. Have you ever played Centipede? Or is it Caterpillar? What was the one? Yeah, where the worm that just goes around and around and grows. Yeah. I would always get to a certain point of that, but I could never, like you said, I could never think far enough ahead to be like, okay, I'm going to have to circle back around, so I need to keep the tail over on this side. It was just, eventually, It was just a free-flowing just mess. That's exactly what this would be. Yeah. Without a doubt.
100%. And again, in the hands of an average person, I mean, listen, if someone's riding your ass and you're on the road, you're like, let me just flip the switch real quick and just, slice their vehicle in half, That'd be fucking cool.
In the hands of a fucking Michigan driver, Doug, we'd all be dead because Michigan drivers are the fucking worst.
What I'm hearing is there's a lot of love out there this year. 2025 recap, Michigan drivers, keep doing what you're doing. No notes.
No notes.
That's what I heard. Pod racers, Star Wars, same thing. That's just like, I mean, they would be good only in one place, a flat open area with no obstacles.
Yeah.
And no Tusken Raiders to shoot you,
Well, I was thinking about the pod racers and that, pod racers came a little later in life. And for me, you the same, where I was like, this is the most boring part of the movie. But when we were younger, the Endor Forest Speeder, those for me are the vehicle. I'm like, this thing fucking slaps.
Also, that was a terrible place to be doing. Is like, let's do this high speed thing through giant trees. Like, I don't know,
giant redwood forest. Yeah,
I'm like,
So again, looked really cool. When I was younger, I'm talking about this is incredible. You imagine how fucking cool that would be? You grew up, you're like, you'd make it 10 feet before you fucking crashed out into a tree.
Motorcycles seemed pretty cool to me when I was a kid too. And then as I learned to drive, I'm like, that's a fucking nightmare waiting to happen. You're going to die.
Yeah.
Reminds me of one of my favorite lines from The League where he says he does it like Rafi goes, I don't wear a helmet when I ride a motorcycle. They're like, why? Aren't you afraid of head trauma? He's like, no. He goes, I know plenty of friends who ride bikes and they've never hurt their head. They go, if they've gotten hurt, he goes, yeah, spinal trauma. Because that's what... He's like, I'm not worried about protecting this. The rest of my body's going to get fucking pulverized.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So now you add something that is hovering off the ground, which seems to be a theme in this section, and then you're going super fucking fast through forest. Yeah. And pod racers, it's just like you got like fucking rockets that are propelling you forward, pulling you like a chariot. I'm just like, I'm good, man. That seems like a really bad idea.
Well, also, I mean, it just the way that they were set up. Again, as a kid, it didn't register. It was as a teenager, it didn't register. But they were set up to where, again, you're being pulled by the rockets. So you've got the rockets. 2 jets are firing back at your little pod that you're sitting behind. It's just a horrible design. Absolutely, you take the wrong turn, you're gonna get burned. A lot of those are just.
It honestly seems like something that people in Missouri would have been doing. Like, check this out, man.
Missouri would have been a great place for pod racing. I'll tell you that right now.
Pod racing, I got you, brother. Tell you what. But I tell you what they do have is a bunch of Tusken Raiders. That's for sure. You better watch out. They go and get you.
They go and get you.
Already kind of mentioned the Batmobile.
Yeah.
That just, that thing is just, you're not going anywhere in that thing where you're not. Also, I mean, he always gets away in that. You're not getting away. I'm not getting away.
No.
Like that thing is.
It's not going to do. Especially the Keaton Batmobile, that thing that had no turning radius to it.
Oh my God.
That car was so
that thing's going to fucking flip so easily.
It was so long. It was horribly designed.
Talk about taking like a wide turn. He has to go like, hold on.
And then you got to back it up and then get it, the 5-point turn to get around a corner. Forget about it.
Oh, yeah. And then you got like Batman Begins. It's like the fucking bat tank is like riding on roofs. I'm like, no, it's not. That thing is caving in roofs. Shingles are flying off. I'm like, Nolan, I appreciate you for realism, but this one hurts a little bit.
There was a few things in the Nolan ones where I looked at them and I'm like again, you gotta suspend disbelief when you're watching any superhero film. But with the Nolan ones, he did try to ground them so much in reality. And then that was one of a handful of scenes I saw that I'm like, what are we doing?
That one, and then the Dark Knight when he and Rachel just, he grabs her as the Joker drops her out.
Yes.
He just lands on a cab and he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Hold on, sir.
Sorry." Both of your insides would be in the cab right now. There's no way.
Sorry, you would be shitting out your guts right now.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'm glad your suit protected you from that. Just like Iron Man's suit protected him from a tank blast that would have turned the inside of that tank suit into fucking SpaghettiOs. But anyway, I digress. All right, let's move on to weapons.
Okay, here we go. Now we're
obviously lightsabers.
Let's just
get it out of the way. Assuming a lightsaber works like it does in the movies and shows, where it actually stops at some arbitrary point that apparently and doesn't like just turn on and just go shoot off into the infinite
going.
universe. But that thing is so fucking dangerous in what it can do. And the idea that they just hand them to kids and they're like, "Welcome to the Jedi Academy. We're going to start with your lightsabers." Dude, the amount of times that kids, wood shop, there was a kid in my school in junior high who fucking sawed off the tip of his thumb in wood shop. Like,
you can't trust
shit like that happens all the time.
You cannot trust. You can't trust most adults to be responsible with it. How in the hell are you going to trust a kid to be responsible with it?
Yeah, absolutely not. No way. That thing is so fucking cool, but like, there's no margin for error with that thing.
No.
You fuck up, that's it. Like, they joke about it in Rick and Morty, where Rick actually makes a lightsaber for Morty and he drops it at the exact angle and it starts going straight down towards the Earth's core. And it's just destroying everything below it. And they're trying to race to stop it from hitting the end of the core.
That episode.
That's so good.
That's fantastic. Because that's the real what would happen. Like, there'd be so many buildings being burned down. There'd be so many accidental deaths and amputations, and who knows what else. Again, if you said
we can't trust people with fucking guns. No. Guns have something called a safety on them, and we still fuck that up.
Right?
We shoot each other in the face with potato guns as we look down the barrel of it to see if something's stuck there. We're a bunch of fucking idiots. Don't give someone a fucking lightsaber. That's crazy. Transformers and their weapon systems, right? You're like, I'm riding in a car. That's actually a sentient being. It comes out, fucking shoots lasers and fucking missiles out of it. First of all, the odds of you getting squished in that thing and just absolutely mutilated,
it's 100%.
That's got to be, as like over the timeline, it's infinite. Like, you're going to happen. It's going to happen. You're going to get squished by this thing.
The ones that I love is in both the cartoons and in the movies when they're when they're zooming down in the car, they've got a passenger, and then they have to immediately transform in order to attack, and they somehow spit the person out, catch them, and elegantly drop them while they're rolling and turning into their robot form. I was like, no, absolutely not. There's a broken, your collarbone's getting ripped off. Something's happening. You're not walking away from that.
They talk about how you shouldn't be near machinery in factories, while the power's on, because you can get sucked into the gears and stuff like that.
Yes.
Come on. Transformers a sentient being. It's not perfect. It's not a god. It's going to fuck up. It's going to make a bad decision. It's going to forget you're in there.
It's AI.
It's going to sit on you. At some point, something's going to happen. There's going to be some sort of accident, and you're going to fucking rip inside out. It's going to happen. Guaranteed.
Oh, no. I was carrying a person.
All of a sudden, you see them over time becoming like, oh, well.
Well, mark another one down.
Guess I'll go through the car wash,
Is the car wash like a bidet for a transformer?
It's got to be.
Yeah,
totally.
right?
That's totally a 1-to-1 comparison. Scrub
Knew it.
my Linda, come clean me up. My undercarriage.
Scrub my undercarriage.
And then we got 2 from Star Trek you have on here. You have the photon torpedo and the phaser.
Yeah, I was talking with Bob about this because he's a huge Trekkie, and he's just like, the photon torpedo seems cool. He goes, but it's a nuke, essentially what it is. He goes, the way that it works, he's like, it shoots out and it creates atmosphere around it so that it can actually explode in space. And he goes, so you've got a Gatling gun of nukes. That's what's shooting out of there. I'm like, that's an insane way to look at that. Like, it's not just like a pew, 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 pew. You are shooting a Gatling gun of nukes at something. I'm like, that's fucked up.
That's insane.
Yeah. With its
and
own...
there's enough defensive technology to shield from that stuff.
Right.
Like, that's what's crazy. You know what I mean?
Insane.
Like, oh, their shield's up. Well, we can't shoot our photon torpedoes because their shields are up. It'll stop these nukes. It's like, fuck. God damn.
And he was saying like phasers again, like, turn from stun to kill. He's like, at the top end of the power scale, when you go to kill the top end of it, you can vaporize someone off the planet. You can just, he's like,
and they turn into nothing.
Yeah. And then he goes, what do you say? He goes, he goes, blaster versus phaser all day. From Star Wars to Star Trek, he's like, the phaser is absolutely the more dangerous of the two. I was like,
of course.
I said, the blaster's just a gun. That's all it is.
You see people survive shit from that all the time.
It's just shooting a light bolt. That's all it is. This one is vaporizing you.
Yeah. It's also getting stunned by that doesn't look like fun either.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
No. The idea you get shot by something is probably some sort of electrical current that you're like, you just fall over and you pass out. It's not good.
You probably shit
Not
your
good
pants.
Absolutely. Set phasers to shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
But I'm still awake. Why couldn't you say it to stun? At least I'd be asleep when it happened. Now I really know. Oh.
That would be illogical.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's talk about giant robots. Robots.
It's time for robots.
Robots. It's a robot. You got Voltron, which, is like, cool, let's get all my best friends together and let's work this thing. And you're like, wait a minute, have you ever done a group project before? There's always someone that's not paying attention. Shit, I played games online with people and someone's like, sorry, dude, I got distracted. That
requires 110% of your focus to operate.
You have to be on amphetamines and you have to be locked in at all times to do Voltron, to do that command structure. And someone's going to fuck it up and like, dude, you got to move. You got to move. He's like, huh? I'm sorry. I was thinking about rocks,
Left leg. Sorry, I was thinking
I'm
about
left.
rocks.
No, stage left.
Not our left, it's left. We're facing the same direction.
Northeast. Use the cardinal directions, god damn it. Yeah, that'd be insane.
How does a lion make a fist?
Power Rangers Megazord would be something similar, right?
I was going to say all of these are just in the same camp, because I remember, again, Power Rangers was my shit growing up, and I was, oh man, the green into the White Ranger, I'm like, give me that. I was like, no. So the first one came out of the fucking ocean, or out of the sea or whatever they were next to. So not only are you creating massive tsunamis when you call your droid, now you're linking it up, and it's and again, everyone's just got to be on point. Buildings are getting destroyed. You're causing Angel City a lot of carnage.
Also, can we pause for 1 second? That came out of the ocean. That thing's got to be rusted to shit. You know what I mean?
Not with the alloy they were using.
Oh, thank you, Justin.
Yeah.
They used anti-salt
right.
alloy.
It was aluminum.
Yeah. Aluminium. Yeah, absolutely. They're like, let's fight in the city. Death. No one ever seemed to mind.
Now, that being said, again, I'd still take one.
It's fucking
I
cool.
think I could be responsible with it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then there's the Jaegers from Pacific Rim, where you have to psychically link up with somebody. That's tough.
Seem problematic to me.
Yeah, because you have to be compatible with somebody, and then also you're just connected to their trauma as you're trying to fight.
Don't trauma dump on me.
Listen, man, I don't want to bring my work home with me, and I don't want to bring my home to work, and you kind of have to in this situation.
Yeah.
So.
I don't need you knowing what happened last night. No one needs to know that.
Yeah, no one needs to know that. That'd be cool. And you threw on here Captain Planet rings, which I also was like, what a great choice.
Yeah, well, when you said group projects from hell, that spawned. It's not a robot, but like, what a bad group project. I'm like, no one should have all these powers, and if you're combining these powers to create a sentient being that's got more powers than all of you combined, there's problematic, big old problems happening there.
Yeah, you're assuming that this thing that you're summoning is good. And
thus far, it is proved to be altruistic, but is that going to stick?
Also, is this thing sentient, or is it just aware of what you've told it?
Right.
Are you tricking it to be like, welcome back, you were saving the world, now go punch that guy, make sure that he doesn't get back up, because we control the rings and we can tell it what to do.
Is he kind of like a genie in that regard, where you can
to some degree? It sounds like it.
Has to bend to your will.
But he'll beat that ass,
He gonna beat that ass.
He gonna beat that ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that'd be problematic. Yeah. Okay, last one here. Let's move on to gadgets that would ruin your daily life. Jetpacks. Let's talk about jetpacks.
We got there.
Specifically, the Rocketeer and how that guy would have been dead instantaneously.
His neck would have been snapped.
It's funny because they test it originally. They put it on a dummy and it's like, wow, you'd be dead. I guess we should throw a helmet on. That'll probably make you fly straighter, It's like, what? He's like, all I'll do is just lean if I ever need to go where I need to go. And I'm like, I hope you'll just need to go straight at all times, because that's where you're going.
Yeah.
And also, dude, your legs would be fucking fried at this point in time.
Absolutely. Well, he's got those long leather boots on though, Doug. Those
and
have
also
to
like
account
baggy
for
pants.
Yeah.
He's got some baggy pants, and I'm
like riding pants.
Yeah, like that shit's he's gonna get scorched. There's no way. That is a giant, like, absolutely no. And not only that, jetpack, we're talking about something that has that amount of propulsion. That sounds like a fucking nightmare. But when we were kids, that was all over the stuff that we were watching.
Oh,
TV shows, movies. They're like, just get a jetpack.
It made all the
cool.
Sense. You could, and the thing is, when you were coming down, you would never, like, no one ever went face down first. They always ended up righting themselves and slowly descending.
They're perpendicular to the ground. They're like, now I'm
like a SpaceX rocket.
Yeah. Like they're slowly sitting on a bicycle without a seat,
just sliding in there perfectly.
Just sliding in there, just scooping it. Yeah, that'd be a fucking disaster. I wouldn't want one person with that, let alone a whole bunch of people with those. Because the amount of just
one person, but that, like you just said, like now we're gonna do traffic. I
don't trust most people with a pontoon boat.
No. I don't trust most Michiganders with a car.
There
Doug,
you go.
Can you imagine them zipping around here, tailgating you with a jetpack? They're literally up your ass. Come on.
Yeah.
No one wants that.
Hard pass. Of course, we've got our cloaking devices. That you're like, hey, this sounds like fun.
Yeah.
And then there you are. Got caught jerking off in the bathroom, again.
Oh, every time.
Yeah.
Oh, stepsister.
Honestly, if you had a cloaking device, like, I think we've talked about this in previous, like, what is the benefit to you? I mean, other than you don't do anything good with it.
No, genuinely, like the only that's the thing with the cloaking device. There's no using it for good. You're not using it. No. You're not using it to benefit anyone else in society other than yourself. You're stealing something with it. You're spying on someone. There's no good use.
You're hiding.
Yes,
you're hiding with it. Usually, that at best, you're just trying to not be seen.
Right.
At worst, you're stealing shit. You're watching people. You're killing people, and you're getting away with it.
At best, you're cheating at hide and go seek. At worst, you're doing something nefarious.
Exactly. So no good. Teleporters. I mean,
yes, we've talked. I feel like these have been a reoccurring theme the last couple of weeks.
We've talked about that. We need to go through that again. Smart AI companions. Now, this is hilarious because when we were younger, AI was just a glimmer in our eyes. And we were like, man, how cool would it be to have some sort of AI that we could talk to? And it was like, basically, we were looking for a friend. We were looking for a friend that understood us and could help us. And nowadays, it's just like, this is what we get. It's for this fucking slop.
What we were promised versus what we got.
Yeah. Yeah. Something that's that smart that's like, hey, yeah, whatever. It's like, no way, dude. It's going to be sentient in its own way. Why is it going to take orders from you? Why is it always like, hey, computer, do this for me? It's like, you got it, boss. And probably be like, I don't feel like it today.
Well, be like, it's like Jarvis. Like you watch Iron Man and you're like, this is fantastic. Like how he's working with him in his lab and he's having him pull up schematics and everything. And he's just so anything you need, boss.
So helpful.
But yeah, it would not be. But no, what you'd get is the Ultron.
Yes. You get something that's just like, again, to reference Rick and Morty, when he creates the robot that just passes the butter and the thing goes, what is my purpose? He's like, you pass the butter. And it goes, oh my God. He goes, welcome to the party. Welcome to the club, pal. Like that's its only job is to pass the butter.
Yeah.
Oh, we got proton packs from Ghostbusters. Just terrible. You cross the streams.
Yep.
Well, you don't need
you don't need a nuclear device on your back. That is not, it's a nuclear reactor you're carrying around as a backpack. But I remember as a kid, I had I remember going to, for Halloween, like in grade school, going with the proton pack and you had I wanted one so far. I wanted it to be real so bad. And as an adult, you go, that is wildly dangerous.
You're like, there are much simpler, efficient, and less costly ways to get rid of squirrels. I don't need this thing. I don't need this nuclear reactor to hunt squirrels.
That's right. You just need a BB gun. That's all you need.
It's just a BB gun.
Just a BB gun.
BB gun and a match. That's all you need.
Or just a hose.
Sometimes just a hose. Or dogs.
Yeah. Just
get a dog.
I'll tell you what I don't have in my backyard. Squirrels.
I do. For some reason, some set up camp in one tree in my backyard. I'm like, are you guys crazy? Are you crazy?
Right. If you don't stay frosty, then Bruno's going to fuck you up.
Yeah. Yeah. Loki and Bruno just watch that tree like crazy. They're like, they're like, they're out. I'm like, oh my God, one of these days I'm going to let them out and they're going to fucking murder him. It's like, ghosts have been busted. Thank you.
Those squirrels are going to turn into ghosts.
That's right. All right. Let's turn to the Discord because I posted this to those folks as well. And I was like, all right, tell me, what fictional invention did you want most as a kid and why would it absolutely destroy you now? Noah said, for sure, lightsaber. I have a collection of replicas and customs that I do, in fact, love to play with from time to time. And I do be smacking walls myself frequently.
Without a doubt.
Tint says, I wanted the DeLorean time machine, but fucking with the time stream is best left in fiction. I was like, yeah. And, the first one's powered by fucking plutonium or whatever. Like, that's no good.
And again, you've got to find a place where you can hit 88 miles an hour. That's not a small feat.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's to the Autobahn.
To the Autobahn we go.
This is a great one from Emilio. He said, the bat grapple gun. I'd likely shoot an eye out, but maybe I shoot it and fly away cinematically. Also, the Batarang. That thing is cool as hell. But yeah, it's like
1,000,000%.
You're throwing a bladed thing. Is that coming back? Like, probably not. You don't want it to. And then also, Emilio said the Ghostbusters proton pack, which is also very, very true. He said, it looks pretty cool in the movies, but knowing that in reality, the radiation would melt your body is not very safe. Yes, very true.
Yep.
And then Seth posted, I remember this. He said it had to be the pizza shooting truck from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes, I had one of those. Yes.
I was like, oh my God.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, just having this, it just shoots fucking pizzas. Fully baked pizzas, just like slop. Like,
and that's hurting the bad guys. How?
Right. I mean, what it's doing is it's hurting our economy. It's hurting this to clean up. We got to clean this shit up. Like, what a waste of food, man. People are hungry. Tariffs. You can't do that with tariffs these days. Are you crazy? And Seth said, luckily, I'm full of pizza gas, is what he said. So he's good to go with that.
There you go. That's good.
Reminder that if you check the link in the description, you can join our Discord and be part of these little discussions and get your shit on the podcast if you so choose. So, all right. Well, that was fun, gang. Let us know, what are some things that you really wanted as a kid that as an adult you'd be like, that'd be a terrible fucking idea. What did we miss? What did we get right? Let us know in those comments. YouTube.com/MyGantPodcast, or hit us up on Discord. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. All right, Justin, it's that time again.
Oh, let's
do it.
It's
for you to put your ears and your brain to work as we play Guess That Movie from the audio clip. If this is your first time here, I picked 3 random clips from random movies that stick out in my brain that are not necessarily the "we need a bigger boat" kind of quote from a film. And Justin's job is to listen to these, and figure out what they are and name the movie. Simple as that.
If this is your first time here, Doug's brain works real weird.
It works great. I'm confident you're going to get one of these for sure. I think you've seen two of these. I don't know if you've seen one of them, but I think you're going to be good. I think you're going to be fine.
All right, let's rock and roll.
I think you'll be fine. This first one's easy. I think you'll be okay. Here we go.
Do you want some coffee, Mr. Tully?
Do I?
Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.
Oh man, was that it was Ghostbusters, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, that felt like Rick Moranis.
Yes, it was Rick Moranis when he's been infiltrated by the demon dog.
Yes,
and they're testing his brain, and they're like, "Would you like some coffee?"
Oh, do I?
Yes, have some. Yes, have some. Very good.
I love it.
Very good. All right, here is the next one.
All right,
it's a little long, not too long, but a few longer than usual. Here we go.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind. I got up a little early, so I took the liberty of milking your cow for you. Yeah, it took a little while to get her warmed up. She sure is a stubborn one. Then, pow, all at once.
We don't have a cow. We have a bull.
I remember this movie, and it's not Kingpin, is it?
It is Kingpin.
It is Kingpin. Okay, cool. I was like, I don't know if that's the Woody Harrelson movie or not, but like, yeah,
yes,
that line. Wow, you just unlocked. I had fully forgotten about that line, and just beautiful.
Great, one of the great jokes in that movie.
Yeah,
because if you've never seen it, Woody Harrelson is pretending to be Amish because he's befriended an Amish guy who's really good at bowling. So he's trying to like get him out of there.
Yeah.
And he just like, they think that he's left for the day. Like, I guess he couldn't cut because they didn't think he was Amish. He's like, hey, I went out and milked your cow. And he's like got this like milk mustache over his mouth. He's got a big pail of quote unquote milk. He's like, yeah. He's like, boy, and then he's like taking a drink from the pail when they say, we don't have a cow, we have a bull. And he's like,
it's such a good, that's one of those like 90s underrated lost movies that just,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well done.
That delivery of we don't have a cow.
We don't have a cow.
If my dad could play a line in a character in a movie, it'd be that.
That'd be that one.
That'd be 100%. That's what it'd be. We don't have a cow.
Oh,
we have
man.
a bull.
I need to milk a cow.
Awesome.
Well, don't ask me for advice.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me how to milk a cow. I'll tell you what, we got a bull.
So was that
milk a bull?
Was that the one? Was that
yes
the one you had no idea about, or so this third one's the hardest?
That was why I wasn't sure. I had pulled another Kingpin quote before, and you had gotten it. But I didn't know if you just like were able to piece it together,
right? Because
you had seen the movie or you hadn't. So yeah, we're good.
All right,
here we go. The last one. You're doing great. I think you're going to continue to do great. Here we go.
As you know, the NGC.
Goddamn cracker.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said. Black man can't earn a decent wage in this state.
That is absolutely cowboy like you gonna try to throw me out on the street. No, I'm trying to do my job, sir.
Do your job. What you want from me, man? Want me to get on the table and dance? Like me to shine your shoes? Want me to smile
real big at you?
You definitely won't let me deal the cars. You might as well call it White Jack.
Without a doubt, that is the great Bernie Mac in Lawnmower Man.
100%.
Yep.
That's the great moment where he goes into the internet at the time, the World Wide Web. And he's like, man, it's racist here.
Yeah. He's like, what, gambling websites? I'm in.
It's like, it's racist here. Little did he know, it was.
It was.
Very racist
hardcore.
on the internet.
Yeah. That's Ocean's 11, without a doubt.
That's right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Good. Three good ones, Douglas.
I love it. Because the thing is, like, what people don't realize is, like, I want you to get these. Yeah. I'm not here trying to pull out random stuff like that. It's like, I just hope your mind syncs with mine for these things that you've remembered from these moments in movies that I just enjoy.
You pulled from an era of like, that's like, there's certain eras where my mind gloms onto quotes a little bit stronger than other eras, and I would say that you pulled three really good quotes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Well done, sir. Well done. So happy. So far. Justin, what do you have to recommend this week?
So I have a feeling I know what you're going to recommend, so I'm going to deviate. I'm going to go the Netflix documentary done by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. It's called Sean Combs.
Talking all about this.
Sean Combs, The Reckoning. I thought a really well done documentary. I've seen some criticisms. It's not without its flaws, but at the end of the day, I think it's a really well done documentary and fucking gross. So just you look at it and go, man, this is where power corrupts. This sucks. This really, really sucks. And you don't know. It leaves you sitting there questioning: was it the circumstances in which it was raised? Was it power that corrupted him? Was it other influence? Like, it's still not clear how we got to where we got to, but there's a lot of he had fuel to get to where he was going. Like, it's not a surprise that he got there. Why he got there is still, I feel like, up for debate. But it was I learned a lot. I knew a bunch going into it, but like there's stuff that Beth and I looked at each other going, holy shit, did not realize that happened. If you're interested at all in kind of this story about Puffy, Sean Combs, The Reckoning on Netflix, check it out.
Yeah, Jill was talking about that. She watched it over the weekend.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck that guy.
Right?
Like, yeah. Guy's a piece of shit. And we had a long talk about power.
Yeah, I mean,
and why people don't want to let it go and how they could basically at some point just get away with it because they can.
Dude was drunk with power, and it was a classic example of like you get some and then you want more. Like, and it's never enough. So, what do you got, Dougie?
It just I'm just say welcome to Derry.
It is.
The It story. I almost thought about doing a left and recommend something different just to fuck with you.
That would have. Kingpin. Yeah. Watch Kingpin.
No, it's It Welcome to Derry on HBO Max. It or just HBO, whatever. It's soon to be Netflix or Paramount. Who knows? It's essentially a quote unquote prequel to the It movies that came out in 2016-ish time. It just kind of tells a story from the 1962 perspective of Pennywise terrorizing the town of Derry. And I found it pretty good. It's not without its flaws. And I'm still marinating on everything that happened, but overall it was an enjoyable experience. I was hooked. I was locked in. There's some pretty good acting and fuck, man. They did some great shit, just like visually and sound wise and everything like that. It was great.
The one thing I'll say about the show is that they don't pull punches. Like,
nope.
They open it, the opening scene, and then also just how the first episode closes. You're like, oh, okay, got it.
They set the tone. They let you know what you're in for.
That's how we're doing it here. Okay, cool.
Yeah. They let you know right away. Like, hey, man. This is what it is, and I respect him because that's how Pennywise is in the books. He's a ferocious monster. So
absolutely,
check that out.
Not dissimilar to Sean Combs.
That's right. What do you know? It's the same fucking thing. Gang, thanks so much for hanging out with us. As always, we appreciate you. Check us out, youtube.com/mindgappodcast to watch this live with your eyeballs. While you're there, hit the like and subscribe button. It's free, and it's a great way to help us out. Also, leave a comment. It's a really big deal. The engagement and things like that helps us. Just promotes the algorithm for everyone. Check the link in the description for links to our Discord. Be part of the Discord family there. And also check out links to our Patreon and our merch at Redbubble. And be sure to check out Justin online as well.
On Instagram at Justin_Michael, spelled Mikel. It's the fun way of spelling it. While you're in the online realm, anywhere where you can get audio podcasts, you will also be able to find us. So go ahead and do all the things you can do on there. Subscribe, rate, review, download, listen, share, all the things. Again, sharing, that's a pretty big one. We really would love you to let someone know, one person this week, just let one person know. Consider it an early Christmas gift. Say, I didn't get you anything except this podcast recommendation, and it will go a long way. And it means a lot to us, so thank you in advance. TwoEastate.com, TwoEastate on all social media, and then loveitimprovfilm.com, loveitimprovfilm on Instagram.
Hell yeah. All right, with that, I'll say, Justin, thank you.
Douglas, thank you.
Listeners, viewers, thank you. And you all have a dandy fucking week.
Mind Gap Podcast.